Let's stay in the MCU then. Let's try to turn it around.
McHugh.
And the Marvel has officially announced that they are coming to Hall H. And they're going to most likely release their slate for Phase 4 and announce everything. And that's
a big rumor.
It's been the big rumor, and that's a big move because DC is not coming. We were wondering about Comic-Con. Is there going to be a big event thing?
Can someone call them and tell them to do it 10 in the morning on Saturday? That would be great.
Okay.
Is that the only time you're going to be there?
No, it's going to be because if they do it at 5 o'clock at night, then it's going to run into the Schmodown.
Yeah, but why do you need it to be 10 a.m.?
Because then it'll be over and people will say, okay, I can go to
Now I can
Marvel
go
and
to
I can go to Schmodown.
Sure. I can call them and say that.
Please.
Do you guys think that, speaking of phone calls, this is a serious question,
Yes.
that Warner Brothers and Disney are in communication before they do these things? Because last year, DC being there, Warner Brothers being there, Marvel not being there this year, vice versa, the year prior, same thing.
I think it's coordination through San Diego.
But do you think that they talk to each other like, oh, this is your year to have the spotlight?
No, I don't think that particular conversation ever happens. But I think that Kevin Feige. I know he's definitely not running things anymore. But when Sujihara was there, they would be in communication with one another. And I don't know how in depth those talks are. But I think that they probably, they probably found it the same way we did that Warner Brothers wasn't going to be there.
You think so?
Probably, maybe not. But I don't think there's going to be. They don't have any obligations to tell one another what they're going to do.
No, of course not. I just wonder if it's
what
better
kind
for
of
business for both. Yeah.
Do you think the answer's going to go either way?
Yeah.
Do you think they heard DC's not coming and they go, you know what? Let's go. Let's put something together.
I don't think they really. Either one of them looks at that. They just know that they're going to have. Because I think the fans make more of a big deal out of the
rivalry.
Marvel DC.
For them, I don't think that either one of them feels like that. It is at all.
I mean, the fact that Gunn is going to both camps shows that they're.
It's not the Red Sox versus the Yankees, and despite what the fan base thinks,
but the Red Sox and Yankees, only one of them can win.
That's right.
That's why it's different.
And DC
Sports,
and Marvel are both winning.
Yeah.
They really are.
Right. That's right. But anyway, there's been these rumors that they were going to be doing the slate the same way that they did in 2015. I think it was when they did, or maybe in 2014. But maybe it was the fall of 2014 when they did one. They did one at the El Capitan. And they
Black
did the whole
Panther,
slate. And I think
Doctor Strange.
That is a very good panel. It was great to be at that one in 2014 or whatever it was. So to do it at Hall H. That's gonna be pretty big, and especially.
Are you gonna try to go?
Yeah, probably for that way. If it's not, right before the event, I will because.
When does the event start?
The event starts at 7, I believe, and meet and greet starts at like 5:30. So it'd be right if they do a 5 o'clock panel, it'll suck, pretty bad. But we'll see. Well, the schedule hasn't come out, and like I said, I've been getting a lot of messages from people that they're waiting to buy tickets for Schmodown until they find out exactly when this panel is going to happen.
And you definitely think it's going to be on Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, they always do it on Saturday.
It's usually Saturday, yeah.
And here's what we can expect, at least according to reports and according to what is already in production. Black Widow is in production, so they're speculating we could see a little sizzle reel. They'll throw something together. They did it with Wonder Woman 1984. The other news is
that actually bit Wonder Woman 1984 in the butt a little bit.
You think so?
Like a lot of people were walking out of that saying they really didn't like that footage, which is not how I felt, but a lot of people were saying that.
Okay. Then we have the Eternals, which we've had a lot of cast members cast, obviously, with Angelina Jolie and whatnot. Then we have Doctor Strange 2.
There you go, Ross.
We could talk about that.
I'm so excited.
I'm wondering if they're going to. They mentioned here the Loki standalone series. Mm-hmm. There was a picture that made its way onto the internet. Maybe there's more news there. We have Shang-Chi, their live-action movie that's coming as well. And then TBD on what else they could do. So I think they might make a big.
Shang-Chi is not for. Didn't we talk the other day about how that's in a few more years or no?
Yeah, but they're casting on it right now, and they so. They might bring the directors out.
Yeah, something
they
like
might
that.
say this is going to come out this year. This is going to come out this year.
The MCU wasn't at Comic-Con last year?
No, or the year before.
No, they were right. It was they were 2017.
They were the year
2017.
Because they showed footage of Infinity War.
Yeah. So the last time.
So maybe not the year before that.
Right.
Then?
Right. It was 2016. The last time the MCU rolled into San Diego was 2017. The audience in Hall H got a first look at Avengers: Infinity War, how young and unscarred we all were, as well as a live appearance from Robert Downey Jr. Scroll down a little bit, please. Keep going. That's it, just pictures there. Okay. But anyway, so I think that by putting out that panel, it's a good move for them, especially it's going to be the only game in town, really, on Saturday.
Yeah, and I think they'll probably, aside from this, I think they'll probably make a big announcement.
Yeah.
I think it's something that will probably get everybody really, really excited.
There's no way they do it at 5 o'clock. There's no way.
So there's two trains of thought. The first is start off the day big. You know that Warner Brothers isn't going to be there. Start off the day big, and everybody's talking about the big slate and the news. It's just
Or
the whole
close out.
day, or close it out.
No, I think 1 o'clock. I think it'll be
It's
there'll
either
be
going
like
to be
1.
10 or 5.
Well, you don't think there'll be something right before it to build it up? Because what's
don't
the
know.
earliest thing there? 8 or 10?
I think the
I've
last
been
Hall
6
H,
times, but I don't
between
know.
7 or 8. But I tell you, the thing is that majority of studios are just not. I remember that back in the day, every studio was there.
Yeah.
Every studio was there, and you couldn't miss, like Fox and Warner Brothers, every Universal. Everyone had a big slate. And then I remember talking to a studio publicist that was just like, "We're not going to go really have big presentations anymore. We don't get enough bang for our buck for what we're spending and everything that we're doing. We're just not going." And
What are they trying to make money?
right, God forbid. So anyway.